Good morning, I'm Amar Singh Pradhan. Let's begin with the top stories this hour. The judiciary gripped in series of controversies as political interference and interest group get hold of the judicial entity. Meeting of Constitutional Council to decide on Chief Justice nominee on sudden. Academic credentials of officials at crucial post found questionable. Thorough investigation mandatory to save integrity of public institutions. Veteran Indian politician Karunanidhi dies at the age of 94. Karunanidhi rose to political prominence as part of Dravidian movement which challenged the supremacy of upper caste Brahmins. And dissolution and registration of sports association for personal benefits create havoc in the Nepalese sports sector. Let's begin with latest national political updates. The judiciary has been mired with controversy lately due to disputed individuals appointed at top positions of the Supreme Court. In order to free the judiciary from external influences, Nepal's Constitution of 1990 had provision for the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court to also lead the body as its chairman. However, from the rejected Chief Justice nominee Deepak Raj Joshi to former Chief Justice Gopal Prasad Parajuli, those appointed to lead the judiciary have been found abusing their authority. The first Chief Justice appointed after the Constitution of 1990 was a political appointment. Since then, politicians have developed a system of appointing individuals they deem fit for their political interests. The close ties between the judiciary and politics was clearly seen 5 years ago when over a dozen justices appointed for the appellate court had reached the then supernumerary office after taking their oath of office and secrecy. The line that separated politics from court further dissolved after Khilraj Regmi, who had been leading the judiciary, went on to head the government in 2013. The judiciary's reputation further worsened under Damodar Prasad Sharma's leadership, where there were no differences between legitimate and illegitimate decisions. There were few justices like Prakash Vasti and Bharat Raj Upreti who tried to deliver rightfully to their post at the Supreme Court. However, they were replaced by Justices Gopal Prasad Parajuli, Deepak Raj Joshi and Om Prakash Mishra, among others. The public saw the worst of political interference in the judiciary when Chief Justice Sushila Karki, who had prioritized corruption cases during her tenure, had to face impeachment. Karki's successor, Gopal Prasad Parajuli, on the other hand, resigned over allegations of tampering with his birth certificates. Deepak Raj Joshi faced similar allegation as his nomination for the post of Chief Justice was rejected. The judiciary is an institution responsible to give justice to the public and is supposed to be free of nepotism, political interferences and influence from interest groups. However, given the manner in which the body is hit by controversies from all quarters in recent time, it is important that all stakeholders take decisions regarding the judiciary with utmost sensitivity in order to keep public trust in the judicial entity alive. And moving on, the meeting of the Constitutional Council slated for today has been put on hold for at least a week. The meeting was supposed to make new recommendations for the post of Chief Justice, but it has now been pushed back by at least a week as Council member and President of main opposition Nepali Congress Sher Bahadur Deuba is preparing to go abroad for medical treatment. Justice Om Prakash Mishra has been leading the judiciary as the acting Chief Justice after Chief Justice nominee Deepak Raj Joshi was rejected by the Parliamentary Hearing Committee. The Constitutional Council now needs to recommend one between the remaining candidates, Om Prakash Mishra and Cholendra Samsar Rana. Law Minister Bhanu Bhakta Jakal has confidently said that the Constitutional Council would make sure to recommend a worthy candidate free from controversies. And with that, it's now time for a short break. More news when we come back. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. After recent rounds of several top-notch officials being questioned for their academic credentials, all eyes are on the credibility of officials of similar rank and the entity they are appointed to. On the one hand, higher officials tampering with the academic certificates have hinted a weakened system, while on the other, it has shown appointment of unworthy individuals for crucial positions of the country. The Vice Chancellor of Tribhuvan University, Kedar Bhakta Mathema, had published a list of individuals with fake academic certificates some 25 years ago. Mathema had warned the then government of the sensitivity of the issue. However, the stakeholders at the time were indifferent to the issue raised by Mathema. This has led to countless instances at the court, army, medical and aviation sectors where individuals with fake certificates are holding key positions. This has over the years affected the operation of the institution and engulfed them in controversies. The Commission for Investigation of Abuse of Authority (CIAA) has the right to investigate civil service personnel upon suspicion, and the majority of the cases filed by the authority is related to fake academic certificates. The CIAA is investigating the academic credentials of 110 teachers at the moment. However, the CIAA does not have the authority to question the credentials of top officials at the court and the Nepal Army. Judging by the recent controversies at the judiciary, an investigation on officials at all national bodies, including the court and the army, seem much needed. Likewise, to ensure that the national bodies remain free of controversies, the corruption watchdog officials deem investigations as such mandatory in future. The Indian government has permitted the use of electronic cargo tracking system along Visakhapatnam port to Birgunj in a bid to ease the cargo process. However, cargo entrepreneurs have said adequate homework is a must to make the tracking system more effective. Welcome back. And yesterday we had asked the locals of Surkhet, Kabilbastu and Dhading what should be done to stop the practice of using fake certificates to enter into government and public service. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
Public voice.
छानबिन हुनु पर्यो पहिलो कुरा जसरी सम्पत्ति छानबिनको चाहिँ सन्दर्भ उठिरहेछ त्यसैगरी प्रमाणपत्र अब सबै छानबिन हुनु पर्यो अद्यावधिक हुनु पर्यो पुराना प्रमाणपत्रहरू विदेशी विश्वविद्यालयबाट आएका प्रमाणपत्रहरूलाई विशेष निगरानी गर्न पर्यो
जसले चाहिँ कर्मचारी नियुक्ति गर्छ भर्ना गर्छ त्यस्तोलाई चाहिँ सुरुमा नै उनीहरुका प्रमाणपत्रहरू उनीहरुका सर्टिफिकेटहरू चाहिँ कहीँ पनि समस्या नआउने गरेर सुरुमा नै त्यसको भेरिफाई हुनुपर्छ
पहिला त परीक्षा प्रणाली र सर्टिफिकेट वितरण प्रणालीलाई नै सुधार गरेर सर्टिफिकेट दिँदा नै त्यसमा चाहिँ क्लियर गर्न सकियो भने मात्रै यो पूर्ण रूपमा निरुत्साहित गर्न सकिन्छ
स्ट्रिक्ट कानुन छैन यसमा कति वर्ष सजाय गर्ने भन्ने विषयमा पनि त्यो छैन र यो जुन चेक जाँच गर्ने निकाय हो त्यही निकाय नै त्यति सक्रिय नदेखिएको अवस्था छ यो विषयलाई लिएर हाम्रो देशमा जुन पनि घटना भइसकेपछि त्यसको बारेमा मात्र चासो हुन्छ नि त प्रायः जस्तो त्यो कारणले गर्दा कानुन अलिकति कडा चाहिँ गराउनु पर्छ
And now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, why has the judiciary been mired in controversies? Your options are option A, lack of transparency, option B, politicization, option C, weak appointment process. The voting for the question is on. Type NAWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And time for sports update.
Sports news.
The dissolution and registration of sports associations for personal benefits has created havoc in the Nepalese sports sector. Citing that Nepal Usu Association didn't hold elections on time, Member Secretary of National Sports Council Keshav Bista formed an ad hoc committee under his chairmanship 6 months ago. Meanwhile, Nepal Usu Association chose its new leadership at its general convention last Sunday. Member Secretary Bista was present at the inauguration ceremony, but he walked out in the middle of the program and stated that he did not approve of the new leadership. This incident is an example of the turmoil seen in the Nepalese sports sector. Cricket is another sector where there are controversies. As a result, Cricket Association of Nepal has been banned by the International Cricket Council (ICC). The officials at the Nepal Sports Council admit that sports associations have been registered haphazardly due to the council's weakness. With the appointment of every member secretary, new sports associations open up. Sports associations are broken up and new ones are registered to give space to political cadres to maintain influence on those who are involved in sports politics and to create opportunities to travel abroad. Due to personal interest, the future of the Nepalese athletes is at risk. And before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories one more time. The judiciary gripped in series of controversies as political interference and interest groups get hold of the judicial entity. Meeting of Constitutional Council to decide on Chief Justice nominee uncertain. Academic credentials of officials at crucial positions found questionable through thorough investigation mandatory to save integrity of public institutions. Veteran Indian politician Karunanidhi dies at the age of 94. Karunanidhi rose to political prominence as part of the Dravidian movement, which challenged the supremacy of upper caste Brahmins in India. And dissolution and registration of a sports association for personal benefits create havoc in the Nepalese sports sector. And those were our latest headlines. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.